Hi, you guys. It's Tuesday, January 5th, 2021. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl podcast. We're not doing an episode. This is a bonus episode. This is my 2020 review of the faux. I won't show all the faux because we would be here all night. I'm going to give you a list of the things that I completed, and we are going to go through the thing that I did the most of all year long. So we're going to start with this list. I have 57 completed objects, 11 shawls, and probably more than half of those were virus shawls. I did 7 hats, and I don't have them all, but I did 3 cows, and I think I have one of those left. 1 scarf that was donated, 3 blankets, 1 was given away as a gift. I made crocheted masks, which do not do anything as far as protecting me or anyone else. I spun 2 skeins of yarn, and one of those skeins I made into a scrappy hat that Melissa has. I did 2 crochet baskets. This is one of them. It sits right here. It has yarn in it. 3 pair of socks. And I have 2 half-finished pairs of socks that I haven't done anything with. I made 1 poncho. I did 8 different kinds of bags, 2 of the fat bottom purses, and the rest were like market bags type things. That was 45. But unbelievably, 2020 was my year in sweaters. I knit and finished 12 sweaters. One of them was a baby sweater, though. I don't have that to show, but I have a picture. I won't be doing show notes, but if you are interested in any of the sweaters, I'm going from first to last, so you can kind of go back on the show notes. There will be a link in the down bar for the show notes, and you can like scroll through and find those finished objects if you're at all interested in any of the sweaters. So here we go. Sweater number 1. And I've got a container right here. Sweater number 1. I knit a modified flax. I did not put the garter ridge on the sleeves. They're 3/4 sleeves. I love this sweater. I love the yarn. The yarn was 2 Caron cakes. I don't remember what size this was, what I knitted, how I knitted it, the size wise. It's like a big, roomy, sweatshirty type sweater. Love it so much. That's number 1, and I finished this early. I finished this early in the year. I probably was knitting on it at the end of 2019 and finished it. It was actually my second finished object of 2020. Now, where am I going to put this? Because there's a lot. My second finished sweater, which I'm almost positive I was knitting. I don't know if I was knitting it at the end because it's a bulky sweater. It's a bulky sweater. It is a modified Nomad Farrell sweater. Oh, I love this too. I need to get this out and wear it. It's so nice. And it's a fun knit. It's a fast knit, even with the color work, because you're using bulky yarn. And I made this one. It was a bigger size, and it fits Ted. It fits me, but it's like really big, which is just fine with me. Just fine with me. The Nomad Farrell sweater. I think it's a Yarnspirations, if I'm not mistaken. A free pattern on Yarnspirations with bulky yarn and beautiful color work. Sweater number 2. Let me look, because I'm making sure that I get this right. Yep. And I wanted, after I finished that one, I'm like, I really want to knit a turtle dove. It's been on my radar to knit a turtle dove. So I bought more. That yarn was Knit Picks Brava. Yeah, bulky. So I bought more bulky Knit Picks Brava. And I knit my first turtle dove. Well, this yarn was thinner than the yarn in the Nomad. But it still made a beautifully nice turtle dove, and it's huge on me, which is okay, but I don't really like this collar, the high collar, but I'll wear it. I love it. I have worn it. You've seen me wear it on the podcast. That was my turtle dove number 1. So then I wanted to make another one, but I wanted to make it with the right size of yarn. And this yarn came into my vision, and I had to have it, and I had to knit another turtle dove. Guys, when I get on a pattern that I really like, yeah, this sweater, the turtle dove, this turtle dove took me 10 days. Now, I don't know when I started this turtle dove, but I've completed it. I think I started it before we went to Florida and completed it while we were in Florida this year. My second turtle dove. I love it. I made it a size smaller. Again, it's bulky. And yeah, this yarn is Himalaya Air Wool Multi. Now, I fell in love with this yarn. I love it so much. It was beautiful to knit with, and this knit up pretty fast. If you follow me on the podcast, you know I also knit a Getting Warmer cowl with this yarn and a bulky hat with this yarn, which I do still have them. This yarn was beautiful. Now, when I knit the last turtle dove with this yarn, it seems like they raised the price and lowered the quality of this stuff. So I was really not impressed with the yarn when I knitted it in December for my sister's sweater. Love it. And turtle dove is a fast and easy sweater. And it's just a nice sweatshirty type sweater, easily to knit. So then I had purchased more yarn to knit. Wait a minute, let me make sure. Wait a minute. 2, that was the second one. When I came home from Florida, I had purchased some yarn, some baby yarn, and I knit a baby sweater. Okay, let me open this up. This is called the all-in-one sleeveless baby top, and come on now. It's already been gifted. So I don't have it anymore. But there it is. That's the baby sweater I knitted. Very cute. And it was a Blossom yarn I purchased when we were in Florida this past year. So that one's that. And then the next sweater was my favorite. And I've yet to wear it out because it's going to be, you're going to need to be really warm. This time I actually knit the full collar. This is the what is it? Nomad Fair Isle sweater. Beautiful. I'm going to put it on because I just want to, because it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I never thought I would want this this neck, and this is like the most fitted sweater that I've ever knit. You can't see it all but yeah, it's not too close fitting, but it is closer fitting than any of the other sweaters that I have knit. And the collar is not, but oh my goodness. Yeah. I couldn't wear this. I don't think I could wear this all day, but man, to get out the door in the morning, to have that up around your neck. We're going to be into some 20 to 30 degree weathers going out the door. I may have to pull this out and put it on. Ooh, I love it so much. Okay. That was sweater number 6. Isn't that just, I just think the color work is so beautiful, and it's so fast to knit when you're doing color work. I gotta take it off. Because it's hot. But, ooh. It's beautiful. I love it so much. Okay. I have to put my glasses on because I can't see a thing without them. Nope, don't do that, Doris. Nowhere. So it was summertime for the next sweater. I knit the super simple summer sweater. I knit it with another type of Himalaya. Hang on. I still have some. It's Himalaya Everyday Viking Anti-Pilling Acrylic, and it has a patterning. And this is the only sweater that I actually did color control. And I'm proud that I did. I'm glad I did because it made a world of difference. And it's a really nice... It'll be a nice springtime throw on and wear. Yep. Love it. I didn't do well on the color work. The color control on the sleeves, but I think I was just done with the color control. Just done. So that's number 7. Number 8 is another one that I'm very proud of. The Tecumseh, which is, a pattern by This is my number. This is my third Tecumseh and my most favorite, I believe. I used that big ball of yarn that I still have a sweater's quantity of right there. And I used the Mandela. I think this was the gnome colorway. And I just let the gnome color just do what it was going to do. I did do some color control on the sleeves to get they're both in green. Yep. I love it so much. Yep, this is like my favorite Tecumseh now, but yep. And we're still going. I don't know. So then I crocheted a sweater. This is a granny shrug. Is that what it's called? Well, I'm sorry. I want to get the name right. Super Summer. Yeah, it's just a granny shrug. It's normally, the pattern calls for bulky yarn, and you make anyway, if you look on my, so it starts with a hexagon granny, and you build it out, and it ends up in being I ended up, instead of using a bulky, used a worsted weight and just kept working it till I got the size I wanted. And then what I did, I didn't want it to be any long. I didn't want the sleeves to be any wider than they were. So I ended up just going back and forth around until the sleeve, so that I got the size I wanted. It's just a nice little cardi sweater. And the yarn is it's an ice yarn, rainbow, I think. Yeah, it's called Rainbow Ice Yarn. Rainbow. I think I might have to knit a sweater out of this. I've got enough of it. I don't know that I'm done with sweaters, y'all. So that's number whatever. Okay. I don't know how 2020 became the sweater year. I just was in that mode and had a lot of extra time, since towards in the middle of the year I worked sometimes less than 20 hours for the whole week. So this is another turtle dove. So that means that is like 1, 2, yeah, this is number 3. Turtle dove, and this I knit from a Karen anniversary cake. And I still had leftover yarn. And this is a really bulky sweater. It's very bulky and heavy. Now that the Air Multi is very light. Well, this one is pretty heavy. But I love it. I love it a lot. I think I've worn it as a jacket to work a couple times when it was not incredibly cold, but you still needed to warm up. I love it. This is another favorite. And it was fun. I told Ted we're going to Michael's because I just want to look at the anniversary cakes, and he said, "You're going to buy it," and I came out with it. And I immediately started this turtle dove. Yep, I did. And it didn't take very long at all to knit. Big bulky yarn. That's my turtle dove number 3. My turtle dove number 4 was a sweater that I knit for my sister for Christmas. I have to pull up this picture because I don't have it, obviously, since my sister has it. Here it is. Oh. Okay. And this is the yarn I was telling you about. This is the Himalaya Air Multi, Wool Air Multi, and this yarn, it was not as nice as the yarn that I knit my pink and white one with. It's the same yarn. They upped the price and they lowered the quality. I was not happy about this yarn, about this sweater. If you can see how that, it just doesn't look as neat as the other one. Anyway, my sister loved it, and she loved the fact that I actually knit the sweater for her. Not I knit the sweater and gave it to her because it didn't work for me. So that was one last sweater, y'all. Yes, I did finish another turtle dove, but this is the turtle dove 2. I just completed on the 28th, I believe, of December. And I will put this one on too. The turtle dove 2. It's free pattern. And when I do an official podcast, I don't know when, if I'll do an official podcast this week or if I'll wait and do it in, I don't know. We'll see. But so Turtle Dove 2, which is also a free pattern on Ravelry by Espastrico. The yarn is an ice yarn called Paris. It's 100% acrylic, I believe. And it is, no, there's 30% wool, 40% acrylic, and 30% metallic Lorax. See all that? You can't really make out the sparkle as sparkly as it really is, but there it is. And it is big and roomy and comfortable and flashy with the sparks and the yarn flashed, but I don't care. I love it. I really, really love it, and I can't remember what I paid for the yarn, but it was cheap. And yeah, this is nice. It's 30% wool. It turned out good. I like it. I like it. I like it. So there you have it. My year in review. My sweater viewing from all the sweaters that I knit this year. Who knows what this year coming will be. I have no finished objects this year yet. Of course, it's only the 5th, but my mojo has kind of... Anyway, this is a bonus, and it's longer than I intended it to be, but by the seat of my pants. Happy New Year, you all. I hope that this year is blessed and better than last year. I'll see you. Bye.